Hey there, guys! My name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon SoulSilver! Okay, just to give some context within that, when I was narrating the first section of this post-narration, I accidentally had the audio on, but I thought it'd be funny just to kind of have an echo thing, so I stuck with that idea. But last time, we defeated Lieutenant Surge. And I guess you could say after all his Pokemon were defeated, they would need some surgery to recover. That pun just came out of the top of my head, and I feel good about that. And we made it here to Cerulean City, which we're just going to explore in this episode. And once again, post-narrated. But luckily, unlike the last episode, this will be partially post-narrated. Specifically for just this tour Cerulean City, and I think a little bit beyond what we're doing. So starting with this house, he has a Kangaskhan in his little place, and he's also got a Zubat. And believe it or not, her husband is happy with, I think both of these were traded according to this man. I don't know, but if it is traded, then man, I understand the Kangaskhan, but really, you're happy about a traded Zubat? Have you seen the GTS? People would kill for one of those in exchange for a level 1 Dialga. Just pointing that out for reference. But there's also, actually, where did Live Me go? Oh, he went in here, because he thought there was a little shortcut over there in the back, but unfortunately there isn't. There's just this guy who's saying, are you collecting Kanto gym badges? Which in Red, Blue, and Yellow, the 3rd gen and the 7th gen remakes, would show you a list of the badges that you have. Now, if you come over here, you can't surf, but if you use the item find around here, which I will show up at a little later point, you can actually see or actually hear that there's a hidden item. However, it's actually in the wall. It's kind of jerkishly placed, because when you use the item finder, it may look like it's in the flowers and whatnot, but no. They cleverly placed it in the wall, so that way, once I show you later on, you do actually have to surf around in order for you to get that item. But once again, I think it's really clever that they do something like that. And unfortunately, it's at a cost of no backdoor of that building. Kind of something I'm now noticing is like, how do you miss that? It was like pretty iconic. But then again, I don't think there was a backdoor towards that door. I think it was in another house, which there are plenty of houses we visit in this episode. So, we visited the house with the Kangaskhan, we went back there. I think I show off now the bicycle area? No, I don't. I'm actually watching this with you guys. It feels like a premiere. But, I don't know. Maybe I just... Why was I running around? I don't understand. But do I go anywhere else, or do I just run around here? Maybe it was... I don't actually remember what I was narrating. But I guess maybe I was telling a story or something like that. I don't really know. Speaking of, I normally don't do this on live or post narration, but since it is post, I might as well. I'm actually having sparkling water, which interesting enough. By the way, we're at the bike shop. It's been abandoned in the Johto region. I used to not like sparkling water because I thought it had a weird taste of water. It is kind of true to some of the sparkling water. Like, I've had some of the weirdest ones. Like, my mom is really obsessed with, like, this sparkling water that supposedly tastes like root beer and Coke, but I don't really taste those. I actually have the sparkling Arrowhead, which is zesty lime, and I can kind of taste the lime, so I guess as long as I can kind of taste that, and way better than the other ones, yeah, just even the name of those are just really weird. I think I'm pretty good with that. So, as I mentioned before, the bike shop. This is gonna be me repeating stuff again. The bike shop is closed. It's moved over to Johto. And you remember that Slowbro from the old games that never really learned anything? Well, he's learned a lot. He learned how to fight finally. Hooray! It took them 2 years after the Kanto stuff, the Kanto story, in order for that Slowbro to freaking do anything useful other than just standing there and looking like a goof. Now this house has to still little notice. Stamp out thievery, make the city more cheerful place to Cerulean police. This is evidence of it because you might remember this guy who had the Dig TM in the early games, and he still has a Diglett. How have they not have their house bills increase because there's Diglett living in there. Actually, it's kind of funny. At first, I thought it was shiny, but then I'm looking close to the sprite, and it actually isn't. That's kind of interesting. So there is that house out of the way. Now, do I actually head out to the north now? Or, okay, I talked to this NPC, then I probably look out to the north. It's interesting. I barely had anything to talk about. Well, actually, I had way more to talk about the last episode because it was like, oh, hey, we're going to take on the gym. I might as well show some other things as well. But here's like, I don't quite remember what we do besides take a tour around Cerulean City and then another route, which, are we now? No, I just walk around cheese and whatnot. But you see that bridge over there. Sooner or later, we're actually going to go up there, which right now doesn't really have any events. Well, actually, it doesn't have any events at all. But we do take a look at the gym for some reason. We have a nice little preview of it. But, it looks nice. And it turns out I was the gym leader all along. I have accomplished my goals. I am the gym leader of Cerulean City. And instead of water-type Pokemon, I'll make you suffer through that swimming pool just for dark and poison and fire-type Pokemon. I am a variety gym leader of Kanto. But actually, interesting, not funny, interesting, but very odd but interesting story. One of my friends on Facebook, she quote-unquote posted because it was actually by someone else. She, for the past couple of posts, she posted stuff, or her husband, who had access to the account, somehow my friend's account, he posted a couple things like, oh, hey, honey, I love you very much. It kind of a sweet thing. Like, my sister used to do that when my account was open. It's kind of annoying, but it's also kind of sweet at the same time. But then there was another post that was made on there, and I'm not going to go into too many details about this, but basically just kind of, like, apologizing and wanting her, like, to understand and kind of get back together and whatnot. I don't know the whole concept thing, but then I look at the comment section specifically of that one, and people were like, okay, what are you doing on her account? Why are you doing all this and whatnot? So, and then her little brother's all like, you abused her, get out of her profile or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the whole backstory, but it seemed like it was really personal, and we all know the main lesson. If it's personal shit, don't post it online. I know I'm gonna have to censor it, but if it's personal, don't post it to the public. Keep it between you two. The public, at least the friends on Facebook, Twitter, or whatnot, if it's really personal, doesn't need to get involved. Unless it's useful years later for some sort of a thing you're accusing them of in the near future. Otherwise, just don't do that at all. But getting back to Pokémon SoulSilver, much happier times. We're in Route 24 and Route 25. I do actually start down to where that area was, where the nugget was, but of course, forgetting to spray repels allows me to talk about Goldeen's here, which, surprisingly enough, despite the fact that I mentioned Surf having higher level Pokemon, all of them are, like, really low levels, like level 10. Even I don't understand what I was thinking there by saying that, but I did surf down over here to where the cavern guy is. And it's the same as Red, Blue, and Yellow. And Fire and Leaf, actually no, more like Red, Blue, and Yellow, where you talk to the man, he's all like, okay, you need 8 batches of Kanto in order to get here, but in Red, Blue, and Yellow is the Elite Four. And there's a wild Goldeen, and there was the nugget over there. That's what it actually was. I showed it up for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe the past time, but here in the grass you can find some wild Venonat. I'm pretty sure there might be some different Pokemon. I don't actually know off the top of my head, and I personally don't want to because I think we're getting pretty close to something really, really big, like a big difference. You remember the Nugget Bridge, people? In, obviously, the Nugget Bridge. There's Revive, by the way. Well, they have the same thing, except on this route. And I want to show off all the trainers you can find here, as well as each Pokemon. And just to put it in a nutshell as well. So starting off with this gentleman here, and onwards, we have Yeah, I needed a break because I've been talking for 2 long episodes in post-narration. But once you battle all those trainers, including the extra one, which is completely optional, you get yourself the Nugget, which use that for money. And you also get to take on this guy and his 3 Pokemon. One of them you're going to see right now, which is a Rhyhorn, and his name's Kevin. Kevin, I'm your biggest fan! SpongeBob reference. He also had a Charmeleon and a Wartortle, but I just cut that out because there was an interruption. Because honestly, I recorded this at a really bad timing. At least the live part of it, the post narration, not so much. Even though it's like almost midnight when I'm actually recording this segment. But yeah, I don't like interruptions still. Like if it's really unnecessary ones, I can change my mood, which normally I don't do, but that's like an exception. However, if it's like an interruption I intend or it's on purpose for me, then I don't mind it so much. But this will be it for post-narration. I know, for those of you who missed it, now you have post-narration. Let's get into the real world of live narration finally. Come over here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. We need to be inside here first. That's right. I was thinking something else here. I hear from my grandson. His name is Bill. He's in Johto. He's just on the PC, so I'm house sitting. My grandson Bill told me about a Pokemon that was holding its tongue. It has a ring-like marks on the front of its legs, he said. If you have that Pokemon, may I see it, please? Is this necessary? For, a thing? I'm not sure, but I don't know. This was a total waste or whatnot. I honestly do not know. If anything, I don't really know. Let me look it up real quick. Since again, this is semi-blind. Okay, well, it turns out I did this in the incorrect order if I wanted to do this, but at least I got the trainers out of the way. So, I mean, it's not a bad complaint to worry about. But what we want to do, and I'm going to take my bike to make it super quick for me, is we need to head over to Route 9. And luckily, no Pokemon with cut is required. I can't get... Oh, I can! Cool, alright. One less trainer for me to avoid. Of course there's a trainer I can't friggin'... Of course there's a trainer I can't pass. Of course there's a trainer I can't pass. Dean, you've been denied some time on screen. Do I have to seriously come up here and... well, for an item... Yes, but... oh! Okay, that trainer was also avoidable. Thank goodness. Because I just wanted to come over here. Actually, before I do that, though, I really need to heal. Because I didn't do that before coming here. And I should have done that. But nope, I was all in a tangent like, oh my goodness, stuff IRL. Ruining me. OMFG. That sort of thing. But normally I don't complain about that much. I've learned not to complain about that so much. But when it happens... It's a nightmare. It honestly is just a nightmare. And it'll be even more of a nightmare if I don't stop talking about it. So, moving on. We're gonna head down the stream. Okay. Finally let know there's some grass in here. I'm hoping... Yes. Okay. So now we head inside the power plant. This will be one of many times we'll actually need to go in here in the power plant. And unlike in Red, Blue, and Yellow, this one's occupied by humans, so there's no wild Pokemon to encounter. Only outside. I'm ready to blast something. Who would dare steal a part from the generator? I spent so much time fixing it. If I catch him, he's going to see what I could do with my charge beam. So, power plant. Talked to the guy by the machine, if I recall. So, I think that was him. Oh, and security's coming to us. Okay. He's investigating. Just got a word from Cerulean. It appears that a shady character has been loitering around. Oh, boy. Could I ask you for your cooperation? The shady character was hanging around the Cerulean gym. Oh boy. And since I don't have a fly slave, that means we're gonna head back into Cerulean City with more Goldines to deal with. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna go back towards the grass and whatnot. I'm just gonna head over to this Pokemon Center here. Just grab Pidgey, fly over, and just deal with that stuff first and foremost. So let me do that real quick. Because honestly... Since I forgot repels, I don't want to risk any of that whatsoever. Reynolds... Actually, no. I should have Oberon be the replacement. Since Oberon's already 45, he's the highest level Pokemon because of that one gym. So I don't want to take that risk whatsoever. So now, let's fly over to Cerulean City real quick. And let's head over to the gym, conveniently right next to the Pokemon Center. And then, luckily, we face all the trainers. Oh, oh no, it's you. Oops, I'm so sorry. You're not hurt, okay? I'm very busy. No time for talking with you. No good for me when somebody... Oh no, you see me already. I make big mistake. Hey you, forget you see me, okay? You seen, hurt, no nothing, okay? Bye. Bye, bye, I go. Alright. That was a thing. So now we just need to head north of Cerulean City, and then we encounter the guy, and hopefully do fighting with him. What the heck, dude? I was hiding, but you did me find into me. Me only one from another country. Yeah, no big business, okay? I think I did. If stop the energy, be big panic and unlucky. For here, people. Secret is my mission, so I tell you not. But if you win, you do versus me. A man will be mine secret. You two tell. You understand? Battle begin we do. In front of the couple? I should have seen how their reaction was. But yes, Team Rocket is not quite over yet. They still have one more grunt up their sleeves, but luckily this one is comedic enough to where I can forgive them this one time. Oh, I love that grunt so much. And I love the fact that he returns in black and white where he's married and he has a kid and whatnot. It's cute. It's honestly really cute that they mentioned that in such a sweet way. Like, you'll see what I mean after we're done with this battle, which luckily only takes like 2 Shadow Balls from this thing. Sadly not 1, but hey, what can you do? There you go, down for the count, and I believe that should get me, more? Yeah, a little over half to 44, which I'll need to switch Pokemon afterwards. I don't know, I believe that I can't be smart when you mention I am not to you. Try reading that fast enough to where stuff going on. Okay, I tell you my secret will lie. Machine parts steal by me. Hide I did Gem Cerulean. Near inflatable tube, that's what it did. It looks for Jim at that. But you forget me not. I beat you for sure. Will Team Rocket come from Johto? Will they? Mine allies, yes. Will revenge they are. You say what? Team Rocket bye-bye? A go-go? Borokanapa says you? Oh no. Should I do what now from me? Okay. In my country I go home. Make Team Rocket I will. Goodbye. So long. What's wrong with that guy? Cerulean inflatable tube and his machine part? What is he talking about? Oh, we're finally done. You will not bother us, right? I mean, I'm not the one that stood in between you guys. I was just doing my own thing, but now we head over to the Cerulean Gym, and the guy did mention an inflatable tube. Don't remember which one exactly, so we'll have to look at all of the inflatable tubes to find out which one he's hidden them in. We should be able to get... Oh, there we go. We got the machine part. I thought it was the one you had to surf around. Like, that would have been interesting, but I guess not. But with that being said, we have the machine part, and now let's head back to the power plant and see what business we can take care of in there. I'm assuming we could fly up there still, right? Great. Great. You can't fly to the Pokemon Center. Why would you remove the option to frickin'... Well, finally learned to get some repels because... Yeah, I don't want to deal with level 10 or 15 gold teams that I can easily just beat and they're just there for annoyance. And again, I really wish they'd be at least higher levels, but they're not. I'm actually curious about one other thing. Does this have any hidden items? No, okay. Well, that's not the main reason we're here. We're here because we now have the machine part. Which, fun fact, is the same name used in Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, but that has a different purpose. If we get over here, yeah, the thing you have. It's the part that was stolen from my beloved generator. You found it? Thank you so much. Now all I have to do is attach this part here. Yes, it's running. Thanks. Here you go. Go ahead and take this TM as a reward. Charge Beam, which we already have. Well, one of them is going to be solved for me, for sure. But in case you missed out, Charge Beam has a chance of raising special attack. So, worth it? Yeah. Although, actually, there was a better reward in Zap Cannon if you were to do this in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. That one has a 50% chance of hitting, but if it does hit, it always paralyzes. So that's a pretty good exchange. Now, there's one more thing we need to do, and that involves flying back to Cerulean City and heading north of that. Well, thank goodness for beating all these trainers, because now it's even quicker with the bike. And, oh, I wonder if that's Ash she's with. We'll see. Chicken.
Oh, did you have to show up and bug us now? Do you know what they call people like you? Pests. You heard me right, pest. Oh, those badges you have. Are they Jodo badges? If you have 8, you must be good. Okay then, come to Cerulean Gym. I'll be happy to take you on.
I don't remember how to do Misty's voice, and I am not very good with female voices.
I'm Misty, the gym leader, Cerulean.
I will never do that again, even if I wanted to. Well, now that we have that out of the way, that means I can fly on out of here and actually... Yeah, you know what? I think I'll keep Pidgey on here for a while, since Oberon may not be useful for the next episode, unfortunately, but it'll be a lot quicker for us to get stuff done here. And next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, now that we've gotten everything in terms of Cerulean City, the power plan, and the route above all done, now would be a good time to take on Misty, or at least the next time would be a good time to take on Misty, which means I'm going to do some early preparations, but I mean healing when I should have, and well, not much grinding with Reynolds needed, at least I hope not. Otherwise, I'm just putting myself into pain, unnecessary pain, so hopefully that's not the case at all. If there's any episodes you missed, whether from the past or from the future, make sure you check them out in the playlist down in the description below, the on the top right corner, or the upcoming end slate. With everything being said, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and I'll see you in the next episode. So until we meet again, do remember to take care.